Hello, everyone, and welcome to Success in Stilettos. I am Stephanie Nicholas, your host, also known as the Millionaire Mentor, and I am a sales funnel success strategist. So I help people truly achieve the success and the freedom that they deserve in life without sacrifice. So thanks for tuning in today. Look at all those hearts. What a great way to start the Monday morning. I'm streaming live on Periscope. I do have a live channel on my website as well. So thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk about how to meet a millionaire, right? Or who wants to be a millionaire? Like hand raise, who wants to be a millionaire? Go in the comments box. Also love to know who's joining me today. So I like to know, well, first, did you check out my new blonde, dude? It's super blonde. I just became a new mommy. So this is like my first time back at the salon. It felt really good. Anyway, so you want to be a millionaire. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Johanna loves my hair. That's awesome. Thank you. So what's up from Dallas? Hey, I love Dallas. I used to live there. I am tuning in live from New York. In several weeks, I'll be in Miami for quite some time, so I can't wait to do some live periscopes on the balcony there with the water view. But anyway, we want to talk about what it takes to meet a millionaire. Like, right? I mean, like I said, who wants to be a millionaire? Johanna said she wanted to become a millionaire. Amen. I'm with you. You know, it really doesn't take a whole lot to become a millionaire. It's all about leverage. It's all about leveraging your greatest strengths and your greatest abilities. How do you meet one? Well, you know, I don't know. You've probably heard of the term, you are the 5 people that are closest to you, which is really, really, really important. And it does definitely rub off on you. So oh my gosh, I've been hanging out with pretty successful people for most of my life. And once you get a taste, first of all, they're the most generous people. They were the least showy people. And they worked their asses off for it. They weren't just handed success. So that's why they've been able to sustain and build successful businesses and empires and live the life that they truly deserve. They never once talked about how much money they made. They didn't have to. But we got to do a lot of really cool things together. I've been on several private yachts for weeks at a time. I flew all over the world in a private plane for a while. And once you get a taste of that lifestyle, you're like, shit, you know, how can I build this for myself? And that's not being selfish. I mean, who here doesn't like nice things, right? There's nothing wrong with money. Everybody under the sun has the same ability to make as much money as they want to. The secret in that equation is that, well, yeah, you do have to work 3 to 5 years pretty damn hard in order for the money to start coming in consistently. You have to commit to taking action even when it scares the shit out of you. Risk does equals reward. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it does. I was totaling up the amount of money that I've spent on business investments in the last several years since I became an entrepreneur, so about 4 years. And I spent over $300,000 on my business and myself, building myself up through personal and professional development. And it was so well worth it. But what I find happens that most people aren't willing to make that first step. I have connected even in the last several months, hundreds of entrepreneurs online that have reached out to me because they wanted to make significant leaps in their revenue. Awesome. I love that. That's incredible. But they weren't willing to take the action that was going to get them there. And I'm like dumbfounded. I'm like, I don't get it. And it truly goes back to that risk equals reward mentality. You know, wherever you are today, you can actually make investments in yourself and your business that are going to get you to a 7-figure income. You can start right now. You know, the first person, I do have a full support team behind me today, but that's not what happened when I started my business. The first person I ever brought on my team was a bookkeeper. And I paid the bookkeeper $160 per month. And that allowed me to look at my numbers every single month. And even when I wasn't making any money, it was still pretty darn important to pay attention to those numbers. Because if you don't know where you are, then you don't know where you're going to go and how you're going to be able to get there. And it's so freaking important. So how do you think all those people that became 7-figure and multiple 7-figure earners, how do you think they built their empires? You speak French? You can't understand me? Sorry, bonjour, that's all I really know. 3 years of French didn't do me very good. I hope somebody here can translate what I'm saying then. Ça va? Yes, I'm great. Thank you. Happy Monday. So that's cool tuning in from France. I'm here from New York. So what we're talking about, what did those people that have multi-million-dollar businesses today, or actually had a friend a couple of years ago that sold his business for $40 million. Now he did work in that space for 22 years, but the thing is, what did he do differently than wherever you are today? Because he's just a normal guy. He's just a normal guy. He just took action and made different decisions on how he was going to move forward. And he took a lot of risks, calculated risks, maybe, so to speak. But, in terms of my business and how I've been able to grow my business, if you guys don't know, I mentor online entrepreneurs. I help online entrepreneurs create passive revenue streams through the use of sales funnel strategies to fuel their sustainable success. That means long-term success without sacrifice. About 8 months ago, I made the transition in my business to really focusing on creating and leveraging passive revenue because I was in the space of trading dollars for hours. And I made a significant amount of money my first year as a mentor in business, about $500,000 in sales. And most of that, 95%, went right back into my business. But I was stuck into a place that my business was not a reflection of the life that I wanted to live. And I was about to become a new mommy. I just had a baby November 2015. And so I wanted to be a present mommy. And today I work 10 to 3, Monday through Thursday online. That's it. And this year we will be able to build this multi-7-figure business as a result. Why am I saying this? I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this if you want this lifestyle, then you need to go out there and take inspired action every single day, okay? You don't have to look at the whole staircase. It's one step at a time. Just get uncomfortable. Stretch your comfort zone every single day. Do something that pretty much scares the shit out of you. And that's gonna move the needle on your success. A couple weeks ago, I made the sole biggest business investment that I've ever made because I know if I want to take my business to where it is right now, that's what's going to help me bridge the gap between where I want to go. And so I did it because I understand that it's going to shave years off the process of me getting there. And I want to take action right now because I have really big goals this year, right? And above that, above creating a successful business, I want you to look at what kind of life you want to live. More than the money. The money will come as a result of doing something that you absolutely love to do. Leveraging your greatest strengths and committing to taking action on a regular basis. The money will come. After that, you can have whatever the life you want. You can create that right now. Today's your time, but you got to take action. So I always say, how bad do you want it? Because that's what sets the 1% from the other 99. It's that they're committed to doing whatever the hell it takes to get there. So I want you to commit to taking action. I also want you to pay attention to who is around you on a regular basis. Like, are the people that are in your life sucking the energy out of you in a negative way? Do they not understand what you do as a business owner? Are they telling you that you should quit, that you should go back to a real job, so to speak? So yeah, I heard that from my family for quite some time. And quite honestly, I don't even know if some of them still understand what I do. And that's okay. They don't have to because they're not my ideal client at the end of the day, right? But my mother, for several years when I was building my first business, was like, why don't you go back and get a real job? And I was like, no, it's not an option. Like, I am committed to doing this. I just trust me. Just trust me. A couple years in, at one point, I even had to ask her for a small business loan to pay my rent. It was crazy. But I was like, it's going to take 2 more weeks because I made an investment and it's going to start paying off. And you know that it did. And within 45 days of launching this business, I went from 0 to 20 grand a month and up and up and up and up and up, solely because I made the investments and I took crazy amounts of action and I acted in spite of fear. So that's definitely the difference between the people that are failing and the most successful people in the world. They act in spite of fear. It's not that fear doesn't come up. They just act in spite of it. You can do the same thing. Do you think Oprah didn't have fears along her journey? Of course she did. But she took inspired action and just kicked those fears in the face regardless. So I want you to do that. And I also want you to pay attention about who you're allowing to be in your orbit, so to speak. You're in it to win it. I love it. I love it. Keep going, Johanna. You guys can actually link up with me on Facebook if you want. I have an incredible group of female entrepreneurs called Female Entrepreneurs Collaborate. So join me, Female Entrepreneurs Collaborate. It's an awesome group, almost 10,000 women worldwide in the group. We definitely support each other in each other's success. We root each other on. It's incredible. It's just this week, I want you to pay attention to who you're hanging out with, okay? If there's people in your life that are not serving you, it's time to say goodbye. And yeah, it can be painful, but they don't support your vision. Sometimes what happens is, as you begin to go like this, some people in your life still stay here. And they can't applaud you for that because they might be envious or jealous of where you're headed. And you gotta let them go. It's not necessarily that you have to let them go forever, but it's energetically displeasing to your outcome. And right now, you need to focus on the vision. You need to focus on building your business. You need to focus on doing whatever the hell it takes to get there, okay? I'm Stephanie Nicholas, the Millennialista Mentor. You can check me out. This is Success in Stilettos. I'm here every Monday and Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The point of me going through this show is to really remove the veil on what it takes to build a successful business. I talk the good, the bad, the ugly. If there's a topic that you would like me to talk about, please do give me a shout at stephanie@styleyoursuccess.com. And also you can check me out on my website, stephanienicolich.com. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And I look forward to help you building the business of your dreams without sacrifice. Again, my website is stephanienicolich.com. Make sure to follow me, and I look forward to partying with you on Periscope every Monday and Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye, Millionaires. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you next time for another episode of Success in Stilettos.